Hi there. In this video, we're going to be looking at adding a custom column in Power Query using an if-then-else construct to introduce some logic into our custom columns. You may already be familiar with this in Excel. It works in a pretty similar way. So right now we've got we're here in add custom columns.xlsx, and we're in the if-then-else worksheet. And so we've got, let's see, a bunch of transactional data like we had before. Let's go ahead and load this into Power Query first off. We're going to head up to the Power Query tab and get our data from a table. Okay, so here we've got what again looks like a bunch of transactional data, a bunch of sales that we made, and we've got when the sale happened, we've got which product number it was, what the name of that product was, what the unit price was, what the quantity sold was, and what the sale amount was. Okay, and so what we're interested in is, if you notice here, we've got each product has a product ID associated with it. And so we're interested in only looking at the new products, or at least tagging the new products, so that people looking at this information can see whether this is a new product or an older product. And since these product IDs are assigned one at a time, the product ID of 1 is the first product that we ever offered, product ID 2 is the second product that we ever offered, and so therefore the higher the number, the newer the product. And so for purposes of this report, we're going to basically say that any product ID greater than 15 is considered a new product. And so we want to tag it as such. So we're going to create a custom column that either says new product or classic. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Let's head over here. We're going to add a custom column. We're going to go to the add column tab in the ribbon. We're going to go to add custom column. And we're just going to call this, for lack of a better word, product type. Okay, so to do this, it's fairly simple. We're going to say if space product ID, double click on that, is greater than, I can't remember if it's greater than or equal to. I'm going to say greater than or equal to 15. We'll check that in a second. If it's greater than or equal to 15, then I want you to return the text string new product. And if it's not, we're going to use an else to say what to do. If it's not the case, we're going to call it a classic product. Okay, so if you're used to Excel, a couple changes here. In Excel, what you would do is you would type in an open parentheses, and then rather than typing in then, you would type in a comma, and you would have a comma after here, and that's how your if-then-else would work. So in Excel, it would look like this. In fact, the if would be capitalized. You'd have if, the first argument would be the test, the second argument would be what to do if the test succeeded, and the third argument would be what to do if the test failed. Well, in Power Query it works a little different. You type in an if, you type in your test, you don't have a comma, what you've got is a then. So if, do this test, if the answer is true, then return the text string new product, or whatever you want to return. And rather than another comma, we're going to do an else. So we're going to say what to do if the product ID is not greater than or equal to 15. We obviously don't need these parentheses here at the end. So let's go ahead and hit OK. Great, there we go, we've got that. I'm going to check here and see, oh, it's just not greater than or equal to, but greater than 15. That's what the new products are. So I have to go back and change my code. So I'm going to click back here, change that from greater than or equal to just greater than 15. Okay, and that's how you use the if-then-else construct here in Power Query. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you next video.